Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another lovely episode of the Two Man Podcast. As always, I'm Tyler Garnett with my lovely friend and co-host, Carmelo, born to podcast.
Born to podcast, born to be here, Tyler, born to talk about everything we're about to talk about today. So excited.
Yes, and I can't wait to talk about everything that we're about to talk about because I know this is something that we have mentioned of being excited about on the podcast in the past because there's a lot of fun projects that have come out and are coming out, and we are in the lovely days of summer right now, so you want to let the lovely listeners know what we will be discussing in this episode.
Yeah, Tyler, so we're going to start hot and heavy. We both have seen arguably the movie of our generation, the Odyssey.
Yes.
Just came out, and we will talk about our very biased reviews on what we think about that.
Yep.
So there will be spoilers, so prepare yourselves for that.
Yep.
And then the talk of the town. Over 500 million views in the span of 24 hours.
Yep.
Fucking the Doomsday trailer dropped.
Unreal.
Before people even thought it would be possible it being dropped, it dropped before Comic-Con, and it also dropped with seats being available. So we'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Spider-Man week. We are now in the week of Brand New Day. We are going to touch upon that real quick before, kind of our thoughts and opinions on how this movie is going to be before we see it next week, Tyler.
Yep.
And then we are going to kind of touch on House of Dragons, something that me and Tyler haven't been able to talk too much about yet on the podcast. And we'll kind of just give our thoughts about how that's going on. And then finally, we have a game that Tyler came up with. He kind of stole it from our good friends at the Basement Yard.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for that. So you guys will find out more about the game when we get closer to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. And I say we get right into it with Odyssey. And I guess there's a lot going on, so it's hard to kind of pinpoint where to start. But I guess I'll start here. How did you watch it? Did you see standard format, IMAX?
So, yeah, I wasn't able to see it in IMAX, unfortunately, which sucks. I really do want to... I've been looking at tickets, like, trying to see if there's any openings. Like, they're just, like, terrible timing, just, like, no good time really at all.
Yeah.
Except like a 10 o'clock on like a Tuesday night, really. But I saw it in Dolby. So, okay. I mean, to me, Dolby is very similar to IMAX. I think that Dolby AMC, like Atmos, is like probably the best thing next to IMAX if you can't see it in IMAX. But yeah, man, how about yourself?
Yeah, I was just, I think I was just standard format. But it wasn't. It's so funny because I saw the tweets before of like the difference between IMAX and standard format, like what's getting cut off. I'm not trying to take away from IMAX or Dolby or anything, but it's like most of these things, the only thing I'm seeing get cut off is the top of someone's helmet or the bottom of someone's feet. Like, I'm all right. Obviously, I still will talk about it, but I still think the movie was unbelievable. But I was just curious because me and Taylor have also been trying to find times to see IMAX showings, but yeah, there hasn't been the time, but we're definitely going to see it before it leaves theaters in IMAX, whether it's in 2 weeks or a month.
100%. I mean, this movie is probably going to run, I would at least say it has probably a 5-month theatrical run. Like, it's going to run. It's going to run a long time. It's going to make so much money because people are also the same thing as me and you. Like, it just came out only last week, are going to try their hardest to see it in IMAX.
Yes.
So even if they have to wait a month or so, I mean, I highly suggest seeing it in any format you possibly can right away. Just like it's just shot incredibly well.
Yes.
Even if you don't get to see it on IMAX, I mean, listen, we both haven't seen it in IMAX yet. We can't really speak to like how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first movie that they ever fully filmed on IMAX, like all the way through.
Yeah.
Are you familiar why it's like crazy with that? Have you seen like the reasonings?
I haven't seen the reasonings. I've only seen like people taking pictures of what like IMAX looks like, and I know like Christopher Nolan shot it in this pretty historic way, if you will. So, but I don't know what's so cool about that. Well, so like I know it's cool, but
so like I never like kind of like understood like when people say, oh, it's the first fully IMAX. Like I didn't know that when you go to see an IMAX movie, a lot of those takes aren't used with an IMAX camera. Like I didn't know like kind of, I guess, the behind the scenes of it.
Yeah.
But I saw like a documentary talking about it. So basically these IMAX cameras they have are massive. Like they're
Yeah.
like they're huge. They're double as big as like your regular standard like movie camera,
Sure.
right? And it's apparently really loud. Apparently you hear the film like going through
Yeah.
the like when they're shooting it, you hear it going
Yeah.
like ticking like as it's being shot. So like
Yeah.
that's also like a craziness. But I think the crazy part about the whole thing is that each shot can only take 3 minutes long until they have to reload the next
Oh,
film clip in.
jeez. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So how long is this movie? Like,
It's almost 3 hours. It's like what, 252, I believe, was the
yep.
final. Yeah.
So think about it. Every scene that was longer than 3 minutes or monologue, they had to piece together.
Oh my
Like,
God.
and then how many of those takes did they have to do in those 3 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's so crazy because you could hear from all the actors and actresses like how much of like a perfectionist Christopher Nolan is. So you
yeah.
can only imagine how many different shots or takes were taken within that, and hearing the process, like, oh my God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I still just like find it so ridiculous, like how that would even be possible. Like,
Yeah.
and how amazing the movie was. Like, I just don't get it. Like, how is it possible to act for like 3 minutes, and then how do you know like what you cut and what you didn't? You have to
Yeah.
rewatch like what happened.
Yeah. I think you just kind of rewatch and hope that it's good, but I think you just shoot as much as you can and be like, we'll
Yeah,
cut what we have to cut in post. Because I did hear also like apparently Christopher Nolan did have to cut a bunch because I
yeah,
guess in those like 70 millimeter like theaters or whatever, like I think the film can only go up to 3 hours. Like that's as much as the reel could hold. So he's like, all right, I'll cut it down as much as I can. So he landed on 252. So
yeah. I think they also um like I'm pretty sure he said that he had like over 12 to 13 hours worth of footage that
I
like they
believe it.
recorded.
Yeah,
So like that's insane.
I
Like I
know.
want to see
Even
a 12-hour cut of this movie.
literally, it's so funny too because I know, he doesn't like to use CGI. He likes everything to be as realistic as possible. So like the poor actors and actresses, not poor, they know what
They're
they
making
get
a lot of
themselves
money, yeah.
into, but like,
Yeah.
could you imagine being on the boat or in the Trojan horse and doing all this thing and like you go watch the movie and then say it's cut down and you're like, why did I sit in this horse for 4 days?
Literally.
Something like that. Like, why did I throw up everywhere on this boat for it not to make the final cut?
Yeah, you're like, my scene isn't even in this shit.
Yeah, I saw them. I don't know if you saw this interview. They asked Christopher Nolan about like, I guess like filming, and I forgot how it came up, but he basically said that they were supposed to film for 100 days, but they stopped early. Not stopped early. They finished early at 91 days, and he's like, "Listen, we were going to do 100, but on day 91, the crew, the cast, everyone involved looked like they went through war. Like they looked beat. I knew I couldn't push any harder. Like we were at the end of this. Like I had to stop it. We had enough. Like that was good enough." And I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, that was good enough because the movie turned out phenomenal.
Like you said, I think they ended like 3 weeks early just
Yeah,
because like they were like, fuck it, we got enough. We can make a movie out of this. Like that's
absolutely,
crazy to think about.
absolutely, and yeah. I mean, the movie was just unbelievable from start to finish. I mean, the shots, the realism. I mean, the details. Obviously, you had a star-studded cast with a lot of named actors and actresses who
Yeah.
all gave great performances. And I before going into the movie, I took a little crash course on kind of what the Odyssey was about itself, just so I had a good idea. Taylor also read the book
That's
right
awesome
before
that
we
she read it,
finished.
dude.
Yeah, she read the whole like 500-page book before we got there. So she like obviously didn't spoil a 3,000-year-old story, but she was just kind of telling me like what to know beforehand of like some spoiler-free stuff, if you will. So it was really cool, the whole Greek mythology. And yeah, I thought so many scenes were, I mean, so many different aspects of this movie were so cool. And like seeing
Oh
just like
yeah.
the behind the scenes now of like how they were able to film some of the stuff, just like I can't wait to go back and watch it again, knowing some of the stuff I know now. Because it's so cool. It's such a cool story and such a cool movie.
Yeah, man. I mean, just kind of just to what you said is just like the story of like Odysseus is one of the like oldest,
Yeah.
like the Odyssey is one of the oldest stories to ever be told, and they kind of
Yeah.
even like explain that in the movie itself when they talk at the end. I don't know if you
Yeah.
caught that, but they said that like how will people hear about this? Like they'll hear about it in poem, they'll hear about it in
Yeah. Yeah.
song. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to write it down. And he like Odysseus says he's like people like remember things more that way.
Yeah.
So like basically like this is like one of the oldest like kind of stories that have just been passed down since the time of like the ancient Greek like
Yeah.
and like I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology. I love
Yeah.
history and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was really a big fan of kind of seeing what they like. Obviously Taylor read the whole book, and like I know like I haven't read the book in a really long time. I don't think I even read the book. I just like know about the story from watching other Greek like mythology, because they always talk about Odysseus. I mean, even like Percy Jackson that just came out recently on Disney Plus, they tell the story of like Odysseus with the Cyclops, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like really baked into just like a lot of just like culture
and
storytelling itself.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was just so interested to see like Christopher Nolan's take on it. Like I don't know if you know the two parallels between what like actually happens in the book between the Cyclops, but then what Nolan actually did.
Yes, I do.
Like, that was like a huge like where he kind of went like astray from like the source material instead of he basically in the book he tricks the Cyclops, but in this way he kind of just they don't trick the Cyclops, they kind of just injure him and then just escape.
Yeah, they trick him in a different way in the movie than in the book. And, you know, I think because, again, some of these scenes, like the journey is whatever, you know, however long, 10 years. So you had to cut down some scenes to make this less than 3 hours. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. So you had to cut it down and you had to make some, you know, executive decisions. And I still thought that scene with the Cyclops was cool because it still shows how witty and, you know, smart he is, but also kind of just how, like, almost of an asshole he is by just shooting an arrow in his eye.
Yeah, so. He's just like a human. He's also just a human at the end of the day. He's like, fuck this. Like, he's got rage. He's like, you killed my men. Let me get a lick back.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so cool. And, you know, I obviously loved all the scenes you have out at sea. And like you said, with the Greek mythology, like you always heard about the Trojan War, and especially like the gift with the Trojan horse, which was just like has been depicted or talked about in so many different works of art over the years. So that was also crazy to see that scene. I always thought that the Trojan horse was just like literally wheeled through the gates. So
me too.
Just, you know, a little bit to actually kind of see it, and then see how they were able to take it all, take over, and then I mean obviously. I butcher his name because it's a tongue twister for me, but when the gates open and you see Agamemnon, I mean, the craziest aura you've ever seen.
Aura
unbelievable.
Or dude, the guy I think actually took his sword out once.
No. I was going to say, I don't think he said anything or took out his sword or you saw him in battle once, but he had the coolest gear. He stood there menacingly and you're like, oh shit, like we're screwed.
Yeah, he literally didn't say anything until they went to the gates of hell.
Yes.
I think that's the only time he actually ever said anything.
Yeah, there was people who I didn't even realize that was Ben Safdie.
Yeah, like I had no idea it was Ben Safdie either.
Yeah, like they had no idea. And I was just like, I mean, you didn't really have to. They could have put anyone in there, really.
Deadass.
Not taken away from him, but it's just like, yeah, he didn't say anything. It's the most menacing armor you've seen. And it was just that, I mean, like that scene was probably one of the coolest. I think the one down in Hades was so cool too. But then I know we talked about this a little off the podcast, but I think once Odysseus gets home, really, or actually really helps his son, telekinesis, not get murdered.
Yep.
Is when the movie really picks up again. Like starts off hot, drags a little bit in the middle, but obviously it's a journey home, so it's going to take a little while. And then once you get to the end, I mean, it's unbelievable.
It literally just goes so crazy. I mean, like you kind of said, like that last act, just like the action in it is just so insane. I mean, like I'm on the edge of my seat like the whole time. I'm like really like, how is he going to like take care of this? Yeah. And the way that full spoilers going on here now, folks. So the way that like they kind of set it up like within the first 15 minutes of the movie how important that bow was.
Yes, yes.
Like, and they don't really kind of come back to it until the very last moments of the film when she basically gives them the trial to be like, Odysseus was the only man to be able to bow or to string this bow.
Yep.
Like, it's kind of like Mjolnir, like Thor's
hammer. Yes, literally. Yeah.
He's like if you're worthy enough to string this bow, you're worthy enough to I guess rule the kingdom, right?
Yes.
And I just thought it was so cool how, like, also too, from like what he learned from being in Hades, he said, don't reveal yourself too early. Like, people won't believe you.
Yes.
And when everybody's look on their face when they realize it is Odysseus.
Unbelievable.
And they know they're all fucked. They're all so screwed.
Yeah. It's I get like chills watching it because I keep seeing TikToks of people showing this, the shot where like, he's finally able to kind of play it like a harp real quick. You hear the note and then like Penelope, played by Anne Hathaway, kind of like stops and turns. And then it's like, all right, maybe anyone could do that. But once he shoots the arrow through all the axes, she's like, all right, guys, everyone's about to die in here. Please get behind the walls. Like, let's, anyone I like, I'm going to protect. Okay, please. Because I know what he can do. And literally like Robert Pattinson's character, like, he turns into the giant, the biggest kid. Yeah, literally. He's like, take the axe, get him. It's Odysseus. Fucking, like, even the one guy too, who was like, oh my god, you're Odysseus, and then just arrow straight to the throat, and then that was it. Everyone's clipped.
Dude, oh my god, that scene was so sick. And then I was like yelling at myself, or like yelling too. I was like Tom Holland, like, get in there. Like,
yeah, literally.
I was like really like wondering why he didn't like help out his dad. Like, that would have just been so sick, like them back to back, like taking down all these suitors in the house.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that he wasn't able to kill them, because if he kills like the nobleman, he has to be like, by law, he has to be exiled. So that's why like Odysseus gets exiled at the end.
That's what I was just about to say. Because I'm like, damn, it'd be so cool, but like he couldn't. He didn't want to get someone had to lead, Ithaca and stuff. And it was crazy too, because I didn't know how it like ended. So I thought literally he like kills everyone, gets back, and then dies in like Penelope's arm. I was like, so pissed if he dies, I would have been so mad too. I would have been like, no freaking way.
Dude, he like the whole movie's about him getting home back to Penelope, and he fucking dies.
Yeah, literally. I know.
Also, kind of sucks for like Tom Holland's character to me, or I don't know how you say his name.
Telekinesis, something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, guy went 20 plus years almost, pretty much, like not knowing his dad, meets his dad for the span of maybe a day.
Yeah.
Maybe a day, and then he has to be set out to sea, never see him again.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
And takes his mom with him too.
I know, literally. That was tough.
He has nobody left.
No, yeah, exactly. It almost falls into the same thing, because it's like everyone was so scared of Odysseus, but now Odysseus is gone again.
Yeah.
So what happens next? Do people just now respect him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a fun question. But
where are these suitors at,
Literally. So, yeah, I mean, the movie, I can't wait to watch it again. And I think I'm going to start reading the book too. I started to read the first 10 pages, but then got distracted because I tried reading it by the pool, and then a bunch of people came. So that was a poor choice for me.
Poor choice there, man. Poor choice.
But it's going to take me a while because it is like 500 pages. But I think it's going to be really cool, because Taylor did say, like, she's like, she thought they did a great job, trying to take the book or the story to the screen as best as possible. But she did say in the book or in the story, they do touch more on like the gods and the goddesses and how it helps Odysseus' travel home. Like, sure, you see parts of it with Zendaya's character and stuff like that, but they really dive into how much she really helped him get home.
Yeah, like, I also thought that this was like, the way that you kind of just explained that too is like they kind of hint at the gods, but without actually showing any of them.
Yeah, well,
I thought that was interesting.
That's what I joked around with Taylor too, or we kind of agreed on, is like, obviously Christopher Nolan wants everything to be as real as possible. Like, that would have been very hard to portray on the screen, I feel like, of these gods and goddesses and this Greek myth lore of stuff.
It's kind of cool how he makes it to basically be like, is it the gods going against him, or is it all just like kind of like a a metaphor in a sense. I mean,
Yeah.
especially the reveal at the end, which I thought was really cool. Like when you found out like why it was like Zendaya's character, like he saw as Athena. It not
Yes.
only was like Athena going to him, but it was also like the manifestation of his own guilt of one of
Yes.
the own like women from the from
Yeah.
Troy being slayed,
Yeah.
in front of him.
Yeah.
I really thought that was super cool, and then
Yeah.
just kind of how like they come all the way back to being like the reason why it took him so long is he was so guilty because
Mm-hmm.
he basically went against the one thing that they talk about it literally. I think we heard Tom Holland's character talk about the law of Zeus like one
Oh yeah,
billion
all
times.
the time, dude. Yeah.
Like, and I was like, why are they making it like so important? Like we get it, like treat people how you want to be treated, but that's the reason why this all happened to him was because he went against. He was smart to do what he did, but he broke Zeus's law. And then like to find out, because they're like, oh, the people from the sea, to find out that like they were the people from the sea, like they were the reason why people now are following them, because monkey see, monkey do. People see, somebody else like, go against the god's rules. Now everybody can.
Yeah, so. No, exactly. I think they did a good job portraying that, like you said, almost to create it more like a metaphor and less of the gods and goddesses. Like they definitely showed it, especially when they got stranded on the one island at the end because the winds weren't going in their favor. After they decided to eat some of the cow meat, like they show a good job. But yeah, I mean, it's so many cool features: the sirens / mermaids, just so many different aspects that are just so cool that. And it, especially because, so many of the gods wanted to kill like Odysseus in the book, apparently, but Zendaya's character, Athena, was just like, listen, he's smart, he's whimsy, he might be kind of an ass, but like, he's smart, he's clever.
Yeah.
Let me help him out. Let's help him out, so.
Let's just make him have the worst trip home imaginable.
Exactly. So it's just, I mean, there's so many things we could say about this movie.
I literally could probably talk like for an hour about how amazing this movie was. Like I'm not even scratching the surface.
Exactly.
Here.
I think
just some of the like the standout performances. I thought I had to look up his name because like I've seen him and stuff, but John Leguizamo, the blind guy.
Oh, he was great. Yeah,
he was like one of the best. Like, like his character was just so amazing.
Yeah,
and then
I'm gonna look it up too.
I thought Tom Holland was. I honestly think this is probably one of his best acting performances that we've ever seen from him.
Yeah,
obviously, I think Matt Damon is incredible in this movie, but some of the scenes that Anne Hathaway has, like her monologue, talking to like Tom Holland's character, like being like, why do they want a king so bad? I've ruled as a queen, like without Odysseus. He's like, bring me Odysseus. Like, that was just like, you felt that, man. You were like, I know. This isn't this is just a woman who just misses her man. Like,
yeah, literally. I know. Me and Taylor went through it after, and I think some of the best performances, like it's hard not to. It seems like a basic answer, but like Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway gave unbelievable performances. Throughout the entire movie. And I forgot to look up his name, but I did like Odysseus' like right-hand man. I think it was this guy, Himesh Patel. I think it's Zero Locus.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, dude, he was great in the movie.
So good. He was really good. And you know who I thought was like really, really good?
Who?
And had such a small part? The Elliot Page.
Yeah, a Sinon. Yeah,
Sinon. Yeah.
Like,
wow.
His scene in Hades was just like so good, and you could really tell like the passion and just like the betrayal and everything like that. Like everything was just so good.
And it's just so crazy how everything like ties together. Like I didn't realize until like basically like when Odysseus is begging and he gives back. That Robert Pattinson's character was connected to Sinon, like that just like crazy.
Or even when like Odysseus still hasn't told his son like it's him, he keeps saying he's Sinon, and he's like blah blah blah, and then finally he comes home, pets the dog outside the castle, and the dog finally dies because he's like, I think he couldn't die until like his master came home or something like that, and it was like, and then like all of a sudden like Tom Holland telekinesis is like, oh shit, this is Odysseus. This is my dad.
Dude, I think that was hands down
Yeah.
the best scene in the movie because that was such a great part that they put. Like that wasn't in the books, you know.
Yeah.
That was such a great touch to like to
Yeah.
show how like
Yeah.
Tom Holland's like
And
realizing in his face that it was his
yes.
dad.
And also in kind of the same veil is like when the maid was checking on Odysseus's foot and then saw the
Yeah.
boar bite like on her foot. It's like, oh shit, this is Odysseus. And then like she looks up like, oh no, and he's like, shh, not yet, don't say a word.
He's like,
I have
I
a
will
plan.
fucking kill you. He's like,
You're
bitch,
the first arrow.
like, bitch, you're a slave here.
Yeah.
You're a servant. Don't say shit.
Yeah, literally. I know. It's so crazy. And then the one thing I just remembered too is what Taylor did say, the one thing that changed from the book, which he was hoping for, but still eventually came, is Odysseus goes for Robert Pattinson's character first. That's the first shot and gets him. So that would have been cool, but I mean, couldn't get him right away.
So poetic how like he was the last one to go, and everybody was just like, okay, like his last death kind of sealed everybody. No, dude, and he looked so tough with the arrows in him. Like the spear in his gut, dude, and he just walks up and oh my God,
dude, it's so good.
So much aura.
I know. I'm literally there's no IMAX tonight. I was like, dude, I literally need to see it again tonight. Now that we're talking about it,
a fucking wall, dude. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
And then also, something great too. It's actually really kind of a funny story. Is I knew Travis Scott was in the movie, and I knew he was coming out with a song. I didn't know that it was for the movie. So me and Taylor were driving home from Boston. I was like, yo, Travis Scott came out with a song. Let's listen to it. And we listened to the song. But then as I'm listening, I saw like the cover of like the Odyssey, you know, like movie poster. So I'm like, oh shit, it must be in the movie. And I started listening to it. And obviously the song, if you're listening to the song to listen to it, you think it's not good.
Yeah.
But then when I'm sitting there going, song stinks. This must be like a background for this thing. And then like seeing him open up with it and like it play like a huge, awesome like background like song, like soundtrack. I was like, okay, this is sick, but this is not a song you listen to on your own.
You're like, they should have just played Fiend. Like, why are they not playing Fiend?
I mean, it's so funny. Me and Taylor literally in the car ride home. I was like, I've made a mistake here. The song stinks, but I was like, it must just be like background. And then like it opened up with the movie of him and like the song, and I looked at it. I was like, this is cooler. This makes a lot more sense.
I love how they brought him back too at the end, like the last feast.
Yes,
I thought that was awesome. I was like, thank God my boy's back. Travis is back.
Yes, yeah. So, you know, I know we've talked about this for like what seems like over a year now, especially once they started talking about it, and it's now here. And I mean, I'll say it delivered. It delivered.
It delivered, man. I think this is, like, in my opinion, as close to a 10 as you can get. There's definitely not a perfect. I think the lull in the middle was definitely kind of loses you a little bit. Yeah. But even, like, that lull in the middle, you need it to kind of tell the story, you know? But, like, and even that, like, the shots in the middle of the movie are some of the best shots, like, in the entire, like, I saw like the mountain, or not the mountain, like where they go against the giants.
Yes,
on that island.
Yes.
Did you see how they filmed that?
Crazy,
yesterday.
Yeah, but please tell the listeners.
They basically used like all like midgets, or essentially to like film it, and just really tall people.
Yeah, it was like
make that illusion,
dude. Yeah, what did they say? It was like 5 foot people with like 7 foot giants. Like that's crazy. Also, I didn't realize like I guess Matt Damon's stunt double was a girl.
A girl,
yeah. He's like, dude, crazy a girl with like the greatest arms I've ever seen.
Yeah, crazy arms. Like he goes, she had better arms than me.
Dude, literally, like seeing that shot of him, like I think it's the poster, or not maybe one of the posters, but like you know what's supposed to be Odysseus, like with the sword up to the giants. It's like,
that's her.
I thought that was Matt Damon. The arms are jacked.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
it's actually crazy.
Which is crazy, and you kind of, I guess, read my mind because I guess we'll have to wrap it up, even though we could talk about it for 2 more hours. But you know, score at a 10. I know it might be tough. What are you giving it?
I'm giving it like a 9.6. I'm giving it very high. Yeah, I don't know if I can give it fully a 10.
Yeah.
But I'm giving it probably I think that might be the highest I think I've ever given anything.
I think
on
so.
The podcast and the rating. I genuinely think it's my favorite Nolan movie now.
Yeah.
My favorite Nolan movie up until this point was Inception. That's like been my favorite
Yeah.
movie just in general. When people ask me
Yeah.
what my favorite movie is, it's kind of like my cop out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was just so incredible. How
Yeah,
about you?
I had a similar thought. I'm a couple points lower, just not to glaze it completely, but it's a 9. It's a 9.4. That's what I
Yeah.
had. I mean,
Oh
it's
wow, wow, so far off me.
yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it had a lot of expectations because we had so much time to think about it, and everyone knew the story. How can you bring that to the big screen? And he delivered. Everyone delivered. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And I haven't even seen an IMAX yet, so who knows? Once I see an IMAX, it could go up.
Maybe it'll go up. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll go
I'm
up.
trying to look. I just looked. It's all booked for tonight, so I'm out of luck
Yeah,
for
I
now.
think like the soonest I saw with like good seats available was like Monday at 10 p.m. But like the movie's 3 hours long.
Yeah,
Out till 1 in the morning.
no, exactly. Like, yeah, that's what I keep seeing too. Like a
Yeah.
Tuesday at like 7 or 8. It's like, bro, I have like work the next day. I can't right
Yeah.
now. I'm too old.
Too old for this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Too old.
but yeah. So the Odyssey was great, and I guess now we'll move on to a next movie. It's not the next movie we're gonna see, but it's another movie that's coming out this year that we are hoping is peak and we're hyped for, and that's Avengers Doomsday, which the trailer finally dropped.
Dude, finally dropped, man. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited to talk about this because I feel like we both had the same like feeling
Yes.
when we first saw it. You go first. I want you to go first.
Sure. So obviously, like Carl said, I mean, it went crazy in the first 24 hours, over 500 million views. I think only behind Deadpool and Wolverine for like the highest trailer.
It went over that.
We're over it. Okay, so
it's the highest movie trailer Disney has ever had.
Awesome. So deservingly so, because I mean, this movie has so much attention around it. Also because there's so much, I feel like, uncertainty because there hasn't been a lot of buildup in a sense. But anyway, Doomsday trailer finally comes out, finally hits. And watching it first time through, I was definitely very excited. There was a lot going on. But like almost as soon as it ended, I also had a lot of questions, which trailers mostly do. It's the first trailer and we're still months away. And I'm glad it didn't show too much of the plot, whatever. But it's also like, one major takeaway I had was like I almost had no feeling when Captain America was in it and got the hammer.
That's
like,
crazy.
Which is like sad to say, but we did kind of talk about it. It's like maybe because we knew he was going to be in the movie. So I was almost more excited when I saw like Shang-Chi and Gambit fighting. Like that
I thought that
sick.
looked so sick. So sick. And I'm not even mad about that take. Not even mad at all.
No, and I think what it really does is like it's good for a trailer. It gets you excited, but also questioning like what really is the plot, you know?
Yep.
You can have all your theories, which I'm sure we'll dive into, but just from straight first watch, I'm just like, what is going on? You know? So that's like kind of...
It was like a roller coaster, I feel like. It's like, wow, like, okay, wow, everybody's all together on the same page.
Yes.
Thor's literally talking about how, everybody's going to die, basically.
Yes.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, like, it kind of lost me a little bit. I'm like, okay. Then the Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi and Gambit fight happened. I'm like, all right, you're hype again. And then Doom just stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. You're like, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. So, I mean... having Thor narrated it, I was like, I'm all in. Obviously, I'm biased, but like that's the one you had to because he's a literal god, and you can tell how scared he is. Like he's saying, like we need a miracle to beat this threat. He's like, I've fought with stronger people against weaker opponents, and people have died. Like we need a miracle. And the one thing I was like, yo, that's like. To show Doom's like threat, that's great. But then to see him get stopped with 2 fingers, the one thing I also didn't like is I thought that shot did not look great. Yeah, no, 100% did not look good really at all.
It really actually looked like it was copy and pasted from Infinity War, but just changed a little bit. Like I've seen side by sides and it's just a copy and paste. Like it's kind of sloppy in a sense. But listen, they have time to fix that. But
well, I mean, yeah, they definitely have like some time to fix it. Like I'm also just kind of sick and tired of like the like wasteland like fighting that like they've been doing recently. I feel like in like Marvel fights, like
fair.
They did it. They like, it was obviously in Loki. They did it in, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, I don't know. Like, give me some not Wasteland. But I guess it's like the whole point of this movie is supposed to be like they're supposed to be in Battle World or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I don't know. But that shot. I mean, that shot hyped me up though. Like, why? Like, 2 fingers? Like, what the fuck? Like, why couldn't it have just been a hand? Why was it just like
literally
like meditating?
Yeah, and it's just so crazy because I mean, we talked a little bit about it already, but just the memes that have come out of it of just like,
I'm so excited for this.
Like, obviously you've seen you sent me one of like Steve Evans instead of some names there. Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, instead of catching Moldenir, he's catching a beer. It's like me every Friday, like, because he just does it so nonchalant.
Yeah.
But I think the greatest ones have been just this ragtag army that Thor has. Like, he came back and everyone's like, Thor didn't realize we're in rebuild mode right now.
That's my favorite one, is that Thor didn't know he was coming back to a rebuilding franchise.
Yeah, it's so funny too, because I saw something that was like Spider-Man got traded to the Defenders and so. It's like, it's like, damn, the second apron is really killing the Avengers, man. Like,
no, like the memes have been so great. Like the one meme of like LeBron like going like to J.R. Smith being like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, that's Thor like going to be coaching this ragtag team through fighting Doom.
Dude, and you could tell from the trailer, like, they're all gonna be confused and they're just going to fight each other.
Yeah.
Like, half the movie is just them fighting each other.
Yep.
Because of how crazy everything is. They don't really work together.
Yeah. I mean, like, nobody's really kind of worked together. Even the Avengers team that Sam is putting together.
Yeah.
Think about it, like how much like chemistry are they really gonna have? Like, Sam just put this team together. I mean, the team that has the most chemistry is arguably the new Avengers, and they're the weakest team out of the bunch.
Yes, exactly. And I saw a TikTok too where like Thor, it was someone pretending to be Thor, like sitting there being like, all right, let's figure out what we got. And he has like a pen and paper. He's like, all right, Sam. All right, you take the super soldier serum? He's like, no, I can't do it for my morals. He's like, all right, don't have as many super soldiers as I would like. And then he's like, all right, where's Spider-Man? Oh, no one knows his name. Okay. And Hawkeye, he's out golfing. Okay, fantastic. It's like Black Widow, we have her sister. Okay. It's like, dude, it's so funny because like when you see the shot, and like in Marvel fashion, it does look like there's some gaps. So it does look like there's a couple people missing from that scene. But who the hell could be in that scene that could help that? I don't know.
I really don't know. I don't know who
Marvel?
it could be.
Maybe
Captain Marvel's the only one, really.
Yeah, I just don't know. Maybe some of the X-Men, but it's crazy too to see where he's walking into is like at the end of Fantastic Four, like that cutscene, or of Thunderbolts, I think it was.
Yes, because I think from what I noticed, I'm thinking of, the one scene where they walk off, like Thor's walking off the Fantastic Four ship.
Yeah.
There must be something that happens before that, because I think that takes place right after the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts.
Yes, which it looks
see the
like.
ship,
and
it looks like they go directly to there. But then how did Sam's new Avengers team also end up in that building?
Yeah.
Because like there had to have been like some time jump there, being like, okay, this this random ship. And what's with Thor just like getting rides from random people?
Dude, he doesn't crazy.
The Guardians, Fantastic Four. Like, I don't know. That's just funny. I just thought of it.
Yeah, forgot to fly.
Yeah, the guy, guy who can fly. He just gets a lot of rides. Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested to see kind of like the timeline where this all kind of takes place. I mean, they are releasing Infinity War again. Hopefully, the end credit scene for that. Yeah, sorry, they are releasing Endgame again.
Yep.
Hopefully, they said there's going to be 7 new minutes when they release that movie.
Yes.
So hopefully that kind of connects the dots a little bit, like kind of like what's going on. But I'm very interested to see like where it goes. But something we didn't even touch upon, we kind of glazed over, was I didn't know that was Robert Downey Jr.'s voice in the beginning of the trailer.
Yes, unbelievable. I didn't know who it was at first either. You know who my first thought was? I thought it was like Nightcrawler.
I thought it was like Beast or Nightcrawler from the X-Men.
Yeah, but then I watch people watch it. They're like, "Oh my god, Robert Downey Jr. sounds great as Dr. Doom." I was like, "That's RDJ."
That's RDJ. Yeah. He sounded great, man. He sounded really cool.
Yeah, and listen, I always don't like to go into theories here, because then it could take away what we talk about it a bunch. But there's a couple theories I've seen that almost have to be true for me to really like some of the things going on in this trailer. You know?
I'm ready for it.
Well, this one doesn't have to be true at all, and I don't think it's going to be true. I'll get into like one more funny one. One of the funniest memes I saw is like, because you see Ant-Man in the trailer.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man's like looking at Thor. And I think it'd be so funny if like Thor is explaining like there's a big threat coming. And Ant-Man's like, I've been ready for Kang. I've been ready this whole time to fight Kang. I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. Like, listen, I've been studying him. I've been thinking about him. And Thor just being like, who the hell are you talking about? Like, it's not Kang.
That's actually hilarious. That is actually hilarious. I hope that happens.
That one would be funny, but that doesn't have to happen. The theory I think I need to come true is one of two, but they both involve that Captain America not being Captain America.
But then how does he get Mjolnir?
I don't know. I haven't done my research, but I did see one of the theories of that him being like Captain Hydra. Apparently, I think he can wield Mjolnir. I think. Don't quote me. Something about the look on his face. I know it's just a trailer. He just looks smug, and Thor looks confused. Granted, he's confused because he should be dead. But sorry, you can go first.
No, you want to know the one theory? I don't disagree with you there.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with you. My issue is I don't think that it's another person. I think it is our Steve. But I think he's genuinely happy to see Thor. But I think you're kind of right. I think he's not going to be a good guy. They're not going to make him a good guy.
I don't think he's going to be good because he looks confused. And there's been other shots of just like people are saying like maybe the gaps are like Doom is a good guy, not a good guy, but they think is good. And Steve Rogers walks in and Sam kind of looks like also on edge about seeing his friend because like obviously last time we saw him he was old.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's is making me just so confused is obviously you see in the trailer, that one little like teaser they put out, he's got short hair with his kid.
Yeah.
Short hair, clean shaven. And all of a sudden he's back with long hair and a beard. So that's what gets confusing. And then,
listen,
yeah.
I don't even know. I mean, the one theory that I have is I think that I did see would be like, who could it be? Right? If it wasn't Steve. And I really like this one.
I think I know what you...
Apparently it might be Loki, but Loki
I like that one.
Loki doesn't want to like say that it's him.
Yes.
So he like disguises himself as Steve. And but Loki is finally like worthy. And like that would be like that would be really cool. But I don't think that's it. My thing is I think Steve is going to be bad for this one reason. They showed us the kid in that original teaser trailer that we got back in December of Steve.
Yeah.
Doom in the concept art that we got, apparently he had a wife and kids, and apparently the motivation for Doom is going to be like trying to save his family. He lost his family, try and get them back.
Yeah,
I think Doom is going to go and present to Steve being like, you're the one who killed my family, like because you started the incursions because you didn't like bring the stones back how they needed to be.
Yeah,
I think and then he's going to be like, I need you to help me save your own kid and bring back mine. So I think Steve is going to be on Doom's team because if we go all the way back to when they originally announced how there was going to be like the X-Men, the Avengers, all these different teams, they said Doom was going to have his own team.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. That's a great point.
So
yeah,
that's what I think. But I don't know how accurate it would be.
Yeah, that would just be so brutal. Even if Steve Rogers did get tricked, but if they brought back Captain America for him to be a bad guy, would be just like that. Just like takes away from his endgame ending.
Great storytelling, though.
It's great storytelling. It is.
Make your greatest hero. Yeah. Make two of your greatest heroes your biggest villains.
True. Oh my God, Thor's gonna be his brain's gonna be in a blender seeing RDJ and Chris Evans.
Yeah, He's gonna be like, "Am I dreaming?"
Yeah, I do like the Loki theory because I think that would be really cool. Because he's like, listen, they're never gonna trust me, but I'm gonna try and help him out. Let me look like him because it does look like in the trailer Loki does go to. People are theorizing that he does go to Steve's house because someone holding Loki's TVA card has a wedding ring on. So again, I don't usually like to theorize. I know we go on this because once we get to the movie and none of this comes true, we're like, this movie stinks.
Exactly.
But I almost need one of these to be true.
Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, listen, the theories I've seen from this go crazy.
Yes.
I mean, just to highlight some more stuff from the trailer, I mean, I'm just excited to kind of see the X-Men again.
Yes.
I think Cyclops looks amazing.
Yep.
You know, I'm excited to see more of Channing Tatum's Gambit and like that fight scene with Shang-Chi. Also, so happy to see Shang-Chi back.
Crazy.
I mean, I think it's kind of just been a shame that he hasn't even been in any of the shows that have come out. Like he could have just appeared like one time in like Daredevil.
Insane.
Like once.
Yeah. It's so tough because is there anyone from? I guess we would have to go back. Is there anyone from like when they did the chair thing? Is anyone missing from like the shot?
They didn't show Beast.
Okay.
Which was Kelsey Grammer, and they didn't show Alan Cummington, which is Nightcrawler.
Okay. That's still not great. Like I'm just thinking, like who's missing? We need help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where the fuck is Captain Marvel?
Crazy. Yeah.
Where
the Marvels, all of them.
Yeah. Where's Aman Vellani, who plays Miss Marvel? Where is but like I mean, she's not that big of it. But honestly, my thing is where the fuck is Doctor Strange?
Yeah. That's a great one.
That's your like your Avenger right now. Like he's the biggest like threat. I think he like could take on a lot of people on his own. He can solo people. Where's he at?
Where's Spider-Man? I mean, like, listen,
where is Spider-Man?
We're about to get into it in a few minutes, but like maybe the movie does come out like next week, so maybe we'll see it will connect in some way. There's been rumors that it might, even if it's just like a post-credit scene. But I mean, where's Spider-Man? I mean, it's not going to happen, but I would love for Daredevil to be in it. Like,
also,
there's so
Hulk?
many.
You're going to tell me Hulk's not going to be in it now?
Where's Hulk? Even where's Hawkeye? Where is Deadpool Wolverine? Like, you're getting the X-Men back, but you can't even get Wolverine. Like, where are these guys?
You're giving us the B teams on every team here.
I know, because I think what this movie probably is going to be, in a sense, is almost like a setup.
It's going to be Infinity War. It's going to be they're going to lose. Like that's we know what's going to happen. But in Infinity War, the reason why Infinity War hit us so hard is we didn't think we were going to lose. Like we've never lost before, and we lost. Yeah,
now we know we're going to lose.
Yeah.
So, but as long as the movie's still good, I don't really care. I guess how we lose or when we lose. I think we'll lose. I think everyone thinks we're going to lose.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of casualties. That could be tough.
A lot of I genuinely think like 80% of this roster we saw dies.
Dude, then we have nothing. We'd be cooked.
80% of the roster dies. And then what ends up happening is that's why they didn't put Spider-Man in it, because Spider-Man's like, let me build my team.
Yeah.
It's like, you champs, you guys couldn't do this. Let me try.
Yeah. Another meme I actually did see too is like when Thor's looking at the skill set of like the new Avengers, and all they can do is just shoot guns.
I saw that. It was like the scene of Jake Gyllenhaal like loading up from that one movie. Yeah. Dude, that shit was so fucking funny. It's literally so true though. Like, what is a gun gonna do against Doctor Doom? Like, I'm sorry.
No, this is a good way to do it. And
like Shang-Chi punches like
and he's got his rings. Gambit has fucking cards he can throw. Like, guys. He's gonna have to pull Sam Wilson aside and be like, "Listen, buddy, I know it's against your morals. You got to take this serum right now, please, and go find Hulk. Find Red Hulk. We need some guys. We need some guys.
Give me Red Hulk. Like, give me She-Hulk at some point. Give me a Hulk.
Yeah."
There's all these Hulks running around, and you're telling me we don't have one of them on the team?
We saw his son. We saw She-Hulk. We saw all of them. Give me one.
There's so many of them. Where are they?
That's a great point, dude. Like, there's still time, and they could be saving up, but I'm loving all the memes right now of all the possibilities that they're kind of missing on. But
they've been amazing.
It's been great, and I just, Yeah, at first it's funny. I was so pessimistic about this movie, and I saw the trailer, and I was still kind of pessimistic. But
I already
talking
bought
through
my
it,
tickets. It doesn't even matter. I
I
bought
know.
them.
Well, talking through it right now, dude, it's like again, yeah, I'm gonna be there day one.
I'm
Like
so giddy,
I'm
bro. I'm just
excited.
so giddy.
I
I
know.
like I like so kind of just like to also talk about Spider-Man is I really didn't want to see so much of Spider-Man before I saw the movie. I kind of wanted to just watch the one teaser trailer, which I thought was phenomenal, and I
Yeah,
wanted to go right into this movie. I've watched every little piece of marketing that they've come
yeah,
out for this fucking
yeah,
movie, and I
yeah,
want to do the same thing with Doomsday. I really only want to watch this trailer and just kind of just
yeah,
be surprised when I go see it in theaters, but I
yeah.
can't help myself. And we talk about this all the
I
time,
know.
how
I
we don't
know.
want to do it, but I really can't help myself. And with Spider-Man, it's made me like so happy because it's all I could think about. Like
Yeah,
I think about food and Spider-Man. Like
yeah,
that's like the two things that goes on my head constantly.
yeah.
It's like and like I'm so excited to see what ends up happening. I mean, like we were just talking briefly about it before we got
Mm,
on the podcast. Comic-Con is going on today, so there's going to be a lot more stuff we can probably talk about after this weekend
yeah,
on our next podcast.
yeah,
But the one clip they released of Spider-Man just swinging in the air, it was
yeah,
maybe a 3 second clip.
yeah,
It was the most peak thing I've ever
yeah.
seen in my life.
Yeah, I will say like even because that was what like 10 15 seconds like even
Yeah.
though what they've been releasing besides like the few trailers and the teasers is they've been releasing like 5 to 15-second clips of like different scenes
Yes.
like whether it's Hulk, whether it's Spider-Man punching Hulk, whether it's Spider-Man jumping off the building, whether it's Punisher and Spider-Man. Like there's just been so many different things seen in this movie, and like we always mention how we don't want to see a lot of content because we want to be surprised. And even like before the Odyssey, they showed a brand new trailer, and it was almost kind of like wrapping everything up over the years. I just still have no idea what this movie is about.
Oh yeah, the plot, like every clip that they've shown us has literally just been about who he's fighting. But like
Yes,
we have no idea what the plot of this movie is
no,
at all. Like
no,
why is he fighting this supposed Jean Grey character? Like we know
yeah,
nothing. So they did a
no,
really great job doing that. But I feel like with the Doomsday trailer, they're not going to be able to, you know,
yeah.
do that as much. We kind of need to know the plot of why
We
Doom's coming.
Yes, we need plot for this one, but yeah, for all this for Spider-Man, it's been just teasers. It's just been action shots. Scorpion, but why Scorpion in the movie? This guy Tombstone, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who's he? Hulk, why are they fighting each other? Sadie Sinks in this movie, we don't really know officially as who. There's a lot of theories, but it's like, what's going on there? Punisher, but like, what's he doing?
Yeah, like why is he involved in this at all?
Yeah, it's just like I agree with you. I'm super excited, especially if this does somehow even at the end just set up for Doomsday in some way, or even if it sets up for Daredevil. Like, just let's start connecting some projects here, guys.
Yeah, literally. Like I think the Daredevil one is what I would hope for the best.
Yeah.
Or hope for the most. Is like I
Yeah.
would love to see them just like kick ass against the Hand. Like that would
Yeah.
just be so sick.
Yeah,
But it apparently I just think it needs to set up Doomsday in some sort of way, or at least
Yeah.
explain why Spider-Man isn't in it. And I know they're going to do a great job of that. I
Yeah.
just don't know what it's going to be yet, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
so do I
But-
because I think a lot of people are complaining because it's like people might know Doom, but like Thanos, you had a little 10-year run or kind of 5-year run to know like
Yeah.
a lot of it was centered around Infinity Stones until you finally saw it like Thanos. But you
Yeah.
didn't see him until Infinity War, really, for the most part.
Yeah.
You saw him in some post-credit scenes, but you didn't really see his full threat until the end. So now you could just tie in incursions and say a lot of it has to do with Doom, maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, yeah, they're going to have to rely on these next few movies. Well, just Spider-Man and then the re-release of Endgame to really set up for Doomsday.
Listen, I was just excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Spider-Man. I think the action is going to be absolutely insane. Like
Yeah.
Jackie Chan was like helped his stunt team was like basically doing this shit. I think the fight
Yeah.
sequences are gonna be
Yeah,
so
I
sick.
think
So excited
we
for that.
talked about it on a previous podcast, but Tom Holland working on a Christopher Nolan film might be the best thing to
Yep.
happen to Spider-Man because
Yes.
even some of these shots are just so unbelievable.
So creative, so awesome. Like I'm so excited.
Yeah, so definitely next episode we'll be talking all about Spider-Man like we just did with the Odyssey. But I say we move into our next category real quick. I know we wanted to quickly touch on House of Dragons, which was going on right now. I think they just had their fifth episode, sixth episode, or is out.
And like kind of actually touch upon it, how like the first and second or the first 2 episodes of the season were peak, so good, and these last 3 have really dragged, man.
Yeah,
really dragged.
Yeah, there really hasn't been a lot of fighting or action. Yeah, they really threw it all at us with Battle of the Gullet and a lot of dragons.
They blew their load in episode 2.
Yeah, literally, and even with just like Rhaenyra and Daemon taking over King's Landing, and just like, but since then it's almost been more behind the scenes of how stressful it is to be queen.
I did think, I'm not gonna lie though, in episode 3, even though it moved like really slow, I thought it was really cool to kind of see the weight of the crown kind of just fall upon her. I mean, and not even honestly like her own doing. Like, where the fuck's the money?
Yeah.
Why is it that like all of the like there was so many problems going on already in well, honestly her own doing, because she had this blockade and everything, right?
True.
Like, so a lot of what's going on, it's like just kind of hitting her all at once, and she's trying to get her feet like underneath her, and she can't even, because she's got the ghost of the past like
literally.
Oh
yeah, she, in her eyes, she doesn't know where Aemond is. She doesn't know where Aegon is. Even the rats are running around because there's no rat catchers. Like, there's just so many small things. She has a very poor council put together right now that she's still trying to build, but it's still not great. I mean, the King's Guard are getting killed one by one.
Dude, it's crazy at the end of that episode. Spoilers. The fact that literally, I loved that guy, Luther or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, I know, same.
The whole Kingsguard is clipped.
Yeah. It's there's so many things that I'm hoping they're building up for. Like, I remember not liking season 2 because there was a lot of this like building up towards like ahead. Yeah. And right now, they clashed. They had their battle, and now it's kind of like the simmer down time. But like, there's still a lot building up where I hope you see some sort of resolution before the season ends, because I mean, you got the situation going down in Tumbleton. You got another king potentially emerging from there. I mean, Aegon's still on the loose. Aemon's at Harrenhal. You don't know where Vhagar is. Christian Cole's still on the loose. Like, there's just so many different storylines that's like something's got to come to a head soon, right?
Yeah. Literally crazy, man. There's so many, like, it's so hard to keep track because there's so many different plot lines going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Even in the last episode, like, I didn't even realize there was a Lannister. Like, there's so many. I forgot. Yeah. Like, there's so many different characters.
So many different characters, so many different plot lines. Like, everybody's trying to go for the crown. Like, honestly, in Game of Thrones, that's what the beauty of it was. Is like everybody's trying to get the crown. There's so many different plot lines.
Which is
this,
cool.
I'm like, dude, what's going on?
Like, yeah, I know. It's like, it's like Daemon's trying to take over the entire world, as Rhaenyra is like, I can't even take care of King's Landing right now. Can we chill?
Yeah, he's like, we're going to Aero or Azos, blah blah blah. We're gonna have 12 realms. Then, like, dude, you can't even like find out who's killing your own men. Yeah,
literally. And there's a king. There's like a king candidate down in Tumbleton. Like, can we figure out our own house here? Like, it's nuts. Even I mean, they'll find out. But her friend Alicent and what's her face? So many names. Helena. Yeah, Helena. Yeah. I mean, she'll find out now. They've escaped. So
no, but they didn't though.
Oh, true. They're at that end. They're trapped. Yes. Yeah. But still,
she might die.
She can't even keep track of them. She's also getting the wrong. She got the wrong kid and had no idea. So they can't even keep track of them.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you know how many episodes are in this season? Are they doing 8, 10?
Probably 8 or 10. I want to say 8. So we're probably. I hope it's 10, but we probably only have like 2 or 3 more episodes, knowing them.
Which stinks, because I fear that it's just going to end on like another cliffhanger type thing.
Yep. But then at least hopefully episode 1 of season 4 will be insane.
True. Fair. Good way to look at it. But yeah, I know we just wanted to touch on that real quick. Is there anything else? Just slow moving right now.
Slow moving, man. Yeah. Slow moving.
Yeah, hopefully it picks up.
Excited to see where it ends up going, though. I mean, listen, I think the end of this last episode is definitely going to light a fire underneath like this stuff going on.
Yes.
So we'll definitely see what happens. I mean, I just really also hate this guy Orman. I just don't like him.
Yeah, I know. Same. He's
doing a really
loose
good
cannon.
job of, like, this villain. I don't like him.
Yeah, he whoever he is, like whatever actor he is, he's unbelievable because he makes you hate him, which he's doing a great job of.
Great job of it, and that's always like what I love about these Game of Thrones characters is they make you hate you. They make you hate people. Because I hated Allison, and now I really don't fucking mind her.
I kind of feel bad for her. I hated Allison too. Yeah, when you hate a character, even Kristen Cole, like I hate him.
He's great. I feel bad for him too.
Yeah, I'm starting to almost feel bad, but I'm also hoping he just eventually dies because
he's gonna die so hard in this next episode.
I think he is. I think that's the rumor I've heard somehow. People who know the lore.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so good, so good. I still like it. I still look forward to every Monday morning after it drops on Sunday to watch it.
Yeah, dude, I've been watching it like a couple of days after, so I've had to like stay off of like Game of Thrones, like TikTok and like stuff.
It's hard. They spoil everything.
Spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I'm just excited for Spider-Man.
Yeah, all I'm thinking about is Spider-Man. It's like that TikTok I talked about you. I'm ruined. I have nothing except for Spider-Man.
Except for Spider-Man.
Yeah, but all right. I think last but not least, we have a lovely game that Carl kind of mentioned at the top. I was just listening to one of the most recent episodes of The Basement Yard. I forgot where they got this idea from, but shout out to them as well. But basically, what me and Carl are going to do is we're going to go through our dream day of eating. If like calories and health didn't really matter, but within reason. So we're going to go through, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to go breakfast. We're going to go lunch. We're going to go dinner and some dessert, maybe some snacks in there. And yeah, we're just going to go like what our dream kind of deal day of eating is. So, Carl, you want to kick it off with a little breakfast?
Yeah, I'll go with breakfast. I'm really excited for this one. So my bev during breakfast, I'm a huge apple juice fan.
Love it.
So my beverage is going to be apple juice.
Yep.
I'm going with a bacon, egg, and cheese from a deli. Doesn't really have to be specific. Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, hot sauce.
Beautiful.
On a toasted on an egg everything bagel.
Beautiful start to the day.
That's the start. Yeah. Then I'm going to do a side of chocolate chip pancakes from IHOP.
Hell yeah.
I just want that fluffy, like buttery good, like pancakes on the side. And then I'm going to end that meal there with, because I don't know, I might be tapping out after the pancakes, but I need a nice McDonald's hash brown. I love me some McDonald's hash browns. So good. Yeah. And then I'm going to pair it with a McDonald's hash brown. Then if we're really, really getting into it, I might have a mimosa, maybe bottomless.
Yeah, honestly, why not? That's actually a great idea. I didn't even think about mimosas. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. I had something pretty similar for my breakfast. For my breakfast, I have there's a place near me in Taylor called Julian's Farm Store, and they make what I usually get is it's a sausage, egg, cheese, and I believe avocado with like I can't even think of the name. It's like an aioli, like almost like a chipotle aioli on a biscuit. And it is like the fluffiest biscuit ever. It's delicious. So I'm definitely getting that. And I'm going to get an iced Americano from there. I'm going to got to start with a coffee for the day.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to McDonald's, but I'm going to get McDonald's pancakes as well for my flapjacks because I don't know if you've ever had them, but they're so fluffy as well and so buttery. They're pancakes from there. And then I'm also going to the Hot Dog Palace Diner. And I'm getting a cheese omelet, probably with some curly fries and some homemade honey mustard because why not? Who cares how early it is? So I think that's what I'm starting with breakfast. I'm going hot and heavy.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, so gotta get some favorites in there.
Sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. And now to lunch, what would your dream lunch day be?
I wrote down some key notes for this one. I can't remember this one.
Perfect.
All right, so. We got some appetizers thrown in there, right?
Yep.
So, starting off with the mini Mott sticks from Friendly's.
Fire.
Gotta get those in there. Get those in there. Then I'm also hitting up some nice Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
I want some garlic parm.
Yep.
The buffalo hot.
Yep.
Some honey barbecue. Then I'm going basic. I'm going with a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Not basic at all. That's what I got.
Literally love me some fucking Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So for lunch, we're getting some Chick-fil-A. But I'm mixing up the fast food here. Because then I'm also going a large McDonald's fry.
Beautiful.
And I'm going with a cherry vanilla Coke from the movie theater.
Oh, from the movie theater.
Large, like, movie theater soda. I think those are probably the most...
Like from one of those machines that has like 95 different... Yes.
Those are probably like the most crisp, like, soda beverages you can
get.
They
are, yes.
Out of that machine. And then I'm going with just a nice, tall, like, pint or whatever of Miller Lite.
Beautiful.
Just, kind of get it down after I have some soda, just top it off.
Nice. That's unbelievable. I'm jealous. Yeah, for my lunch, I also had the spicy Chick-fil-A, the spicy deluxe. Gotta throw that on there. And I think I'm also going to buy a mac and cheese, but that might be for later. That might be a snack. I'm throwing that to the side for now. And then I'm also switching up with the fast food. I'm going Wendy's, and I'm going to go get their double stack. And I'm going to get 4-piece nuggets as well. Get some more chicken in there.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Amazing.
And then I'm also going somewhere else. I think I just had to throw it in because it was so good. I'm going to Subway, but I'm going to get
You love Subway.
I do. I had to throw it in there, dude. Subway. But I'm going to be smart, and I'm only going to get a 6-inch Italian BMT. Throw some mayo on there. Absolutely delicious sandwich.
You don't have to finish any of this either, right? Like, you just
you don't have to. No, you don't have to finish it. So it's really just like I could probably finish most of this. Well, maybe we'll see. I mean, some of the sandwiches are small. We'll see. And then yes, I'm also getting a cherry Coke from like that machine at Wendy's.
Yep.
And then I'm probably having anywhere from 2 to 3 Michelobes with lunches.
Anywhere from 2 to 3.
Yeah, so to keep me hungry, nice little buzz, and maybe get me hungry for dinner and stuff. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so now we go to dinner. Somehow.
Yeah, this one I think like the 2 funner options are breakfast and lunch.
Yes,
you definitely could have some fun with dinner, but I'm going with a nice, nice margarita for my drink of choice.
Yeah,
for dinner.
Yep.
I want. As an appetizer, I want a taco flight.
Ooh.
I'm going to have a dirty taco. I'm going to get a chimichurri taco.
Fire.
A kung pao chicken taco.
Wow.
And the carne asada taco.
Oh, that one's so good. I've had that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So incredible. Oh, sorry. Not carne asada, birria. I love the birria taco.
Ooh, even better.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
So that's the app. That's my app there.
Wow.
Get the marg in the app. So then for dinner, I'm getting a nice fat filet from fucking Pace's Steakhouse.
Ooh.
Just like nice, big, just like cooked to perfection.
Yep.
And I'm pairing that not with like mashed potatoes or anything.
Yeah.
No, Tyler. No. I am going to pair this with I don't even know. Fuck, what am I gonna pair this with? I think I want like just like some dirty mac and cheese, man. I just want some really good mac and cheese from like I don't even know, just like cooked on like a skillet. I don't even know where I can get this from.
Dude,
just like off the skillet, just like amazing.
You could definitely do it. There's some places. Oh man, that sounds. I didn't even think about that. That's so good.
Yeah, and then damn, I'm slacking here because there's like so much I can do.
I know.
But then I'm gonna go with a nice glass of wine for my steak, red.
Of course.
Nice red.
Yeah.
Nice Cabernet.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna skip, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to dessert.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go back to Friendly's and I'm gonna get the nice, mint chocolate chip monster mash.
Yeah.
Just top it off.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. That sounds delicious. Damn. I'm so hungry now. This is ridiculous. I stuck with a similar Mexican cuisine theme to start for my dinner. I'm definitely starting with some queso dip, some queso and chips, and I'm also doing margaritas. Have to, maybe a couple, probably 2 max. We'll probably go 2 max for margaritas, queso dip, and then also I'm going. Me and Taylor just went to Boston, a place called 1928, and I had a filet mignon that was cooked so beautiful. So I'm having that, but I'm also, besides the filet, I'm asking them to throw a whole lobster on the side. I'm going surf and turf. I'm definitely going surf and turf. And then for dessert, I'm going with these chocolate chip cookies that Taylor makes. She found this recipe on TikTok, which are just phenomenal. They're like brown butter cookies, delicious. They're giant. And then I'm going to this ice cream place near us. It's called Bloomfield Farm, and I'm getting just a regular size sundae. You know, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, Reese's Pieces, rainbow sprinkles to top it all off, and that is my dream day. Yeah, it is so good.
So amazing.
Yeah, so that is my dream day, and there's some heavy hitters I've missed, and honestly, I don't even know where I could have fit it in. But one thing I did forget to put, and I'm sure you'll be upset too, is Seaport. Because it'd be lunch.
That's our midnight snack.
Yes. We'll split something. We'll split
a gasm at midnight. We'll split a gasm at midnight.
Anyone who doesn't know Seaport is going to be so confused by that. But yes, thank you for splitting that with me. I appreciate it. But we're definitely splitting that at midnight.
Yeah, and how did I forget Seaport, bro? Oh my God.
I know. I wanted to throw it in there with lunch, and people are going to look back and be like, how could you pick Subway over Seaport? It's like, I'm just being realistic.
Because we knew we were going to have this midnight snack.
We are, because I have to be realistic. Seaport will fill me up for a day, so splitting it helps here. This helps.
That'll help. That'll help us at the end.
Yes, it will. But that I hope you enjoyed that game. I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed that game, man. I'm so excited about everything we talked about. I do have to run though, Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, everybody.
Yes.
Please enjoy this beautiful episode.
Yes. We had a fun time. Thanks you guys for listening. We'll be back in a couple weeks. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed.
In a couple weeks. Let's go. 2-man podcast, baby. Hope you guys enjoyed. Spider-Man is going to be fucking incredible. Odyssey was amazing.
Yep.
So excited.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye. I'll call you.